Welcome to today's Willpower Moment. I'm Dr. James Meschino. Today's strategy is how to guard your wellness habits, the 4-step formula. You know, it's hard enough to develop wellness habits, eating healthy, using more rational in the moment decisions around snacks and treats, staying faithful to your exercise program, possibly taking certain supplements, getting at least 7 hours of sleep each night, watching your alcohol intake, the whole shebang. But even when you get on a roll, it's very likely that something will happen that can interrupt your routine. So wellness habits are very fragile. You know, even after many years, people who are fit and active and they eat healthy for many years can fall off the wagon, gain weight, become sedentary, and spiral down the cliff. I've seen it happen many times. So don't ever assume that because you've been good for so long that nothing can knock you off course. You have to guard your wellness habits each and every day. And when major interruptions come along, you have to have a plan to get back on track as soon as possible and not lose too much momentum. Now, from experience with myself and others, I can tell you that even if you stop eating, let's say, French fries or high-fat muffins for many years, but decide just to indulge once after many years, it becomes much easier to do it a second time and a third time. Before you know it, it's part of your daily routine. Likewise, if you miss a week of working out after a long stretch of being really consistent, it becomes easier to miss the second week than the third week. Before you know it, 6 months goes by and you've missed your workouts and you're losing muscle tone and muscle mass. Your endurance fitness is compromised. You're not as flexible anymore. Everything's diminished and your body fat starts creeping up. You have to guard your wellness habits once you develop them because wellness habits are a very fragile thing. The main thing that can steer you off track, or the main things, are interruptions that break the chain of usual daily living. Things like job stress, marital stress, financial stress, but also just attending a wedding out of town or taking a holiday or Christmas holidays, any religious holiday, any family celebration. Any interruption to your usual day-to-day life can knock you off your path and you lose momentum and all of a sudden it slips away. In fact, wellness habits are usually the first thing to disappear when any major type of stress shows up in a person's life or there's an interruption in the usual daily routine, like a holiday, let's say. The truth is that wellness habits are hard to adopt for most people. That's why we're doing so poorly as a society overall. Adopting wellness habits usually requires the use of several synergistic strategies, all of which are simple and straightforward. Now, you don't have to use them all, but the more you use, the better. So here's the 4 foundation principles that are proven to help people adopt and stick with wellness behaviors even under difficult circumstances. They entail the acronym MASS, M-A-S-S. Think in terms of massive action. So the M stands for monitor your wellness engagement. Use that daily wellness checklist feature on the Meschino wellness platform to check off the wellness activities you completed on each day, even when you're under stress and when there's a big change to your routine or you're traveling and so on. Click on the daily wellness checklist at the end of the day and still see what things you were able to accomplish that day. And this will serve as a gentle reminder to pick up the pace tomorrow and get back on track with your original game plan when you wake up the next day. The A stands for accountability. Now, that daily wellness checklist will also help to keep you more accountable, not just daily, but also on a weekly basis to see if you're drifting away from your daily wellness game plan. But for some people, it also helps to have a third party, a nutritionist, a dietitian, a personal trainer, a workout partner, someone else to report to as well. If you know that you're a person who needs a third party to report your weight to or track your workout routines, if it helps you to become more accountable, then use that. That means you're a certain personality type called an obliger. So obligers often will do things more faithfully if they have to report their behaviors and results to a third party. So if you're one of these people, then by all means enlist the help of a wellness coach, a nutritionist, dietitian, workout partner, fitness professional to guide you and help to hold you accountable. The S stands for scheduling exercise. You know, even when stress levels are high, or you're traveling on vacation or business, or it's holiday season, it really helps if you plan in advance when and where you're going to do your exercise routine. Even if you have to cut back the routine and just do a scaled down version, it helps to keep the momentum alive, so don't fall off the wagon completely. You have to plan the exercise time, even if you're going to do a scaled down version, but plan it in advance and know where and when you're going to make it happen. Now, the second S in MASS stands for sleep. You know, getting enough sleep always helps you make more rational decisions about your circumstances. And this also includes eating healthier and finding the energy to at least do a scaled down version of your exercise routine when stress is high or your daily routine is being interrupted. In the end, you have to guard your wellness habits with a great deal of vigilance. Don't take for granted that you'll always keep them alive under any conditions. It's very easy for some event to come along and knock you off course. You have to have a plan to stay in the game under dire circumstances. Now, using the MASS formula will really help. So what is that MASS formula again? The M is for keep monitoring your wellness engagement. The A is for set up an accountability system. The S is for schedule your exercise time in advance, even if you have to do a scaled down version of it temporarily. And the other S is get enough sleep to make rational decisions, and it helps you make more health promoting decisions through the day when you do that. Okay, take massive action and guard those wellness habits you've worked so hard to adopt. The payoff is well worth it. So good luck with your wellness goals, and thanks for watching.